But what K. Michelle said? You can't raise a man. He already know what he gonna do. Ha! I think that's what she said, right? What's good, sis? Welcome back to another video. It's your good sis, Curly Chris. In today's video, we're going to be getting into a chit chat, get ready with me, talking about femininity, relationship topics, and more. So most definitely an interesting GRWM. Is that right? GRW, yeah, okay. Chit chat, get ready with your good sis. So if you are new to your channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you over here. This channel is all about beauty, lifestyle, vlogs, and fashion. So if you like that, you will love this. So I really wanted to film this video for you guys today while doing my simple summer no foundation makeup routine for you guys, because I feel like this is a routine that everybody will want to use this summer because of how hot it is, girl. And the topic of femininity was something that a lot of you guys wanted me to touch on, so we're also going to be touching on that today in today's video. But that can honestly be a whole video by itself, but we're all going to talk about it today, as well as addressing some of y'all's juicy relationship type situation. So let's hop on into it. So first and foremost, I'm going to be doing my brows, and I'm going to actually be implementing a new product. I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, is this like the brow freeze? And you guys have seen me use this in like my vlogs and everything. And also I wanted to do this routine for you guys because so many of you guys on my Instagram really did like my summer no foundation makeup routine. So I said, let me bring it to YouTube as well. So I'm gonna just brush out my brows first and then go in with the brow freeze. I have so many products in my hands. Go in with the brow freeze, and this is really going to just kind of give you like that trendy type of brow that we've all been seeing lately. And I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I did not do this part on my YouTube video, I mean on my Instagram video. So you guys are getting like something a little new. This is also by Anastasia. This is like the brow freeze applicator, and I'm going to go in and push the product into my skin. And you guys have like most definitely seen this step done on like Instagram or TikTok videos for sure. And it kind of gives you like that feather brow type of look. So if you like that, then you can stop right here. But I like to fill my brows in just a tad bit more. So I'm going to take my Tarte Double Take pencil and use the felt side, and then just go in and just make like little strikes all along my brows. I'm gonna just let that dry. I'm kind of still trying to figure out how to properly use this product. So the next product I'm gonna go in with is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is going to make sure my brows do not move whatsoever, and I have been really liking this product. So we're gonna leave the brows alone for a little bit, let all that dry and come back to them. But for my face, I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Primer, and then we're gonna get into these topics. So me personally, y'all, if I'm just being honest, I really feel like right now more than ever, I'm really in a transitional period, especially when it comes to my femininity and my feminine journey. When I was being raised, like being feminine just wasn't something that was talked about for a young lady. It was kind of more of the opposite, because you didn't want to appear as appealing or attractive to the opposite sex. So being feminine was not something that was really an option or presented to us. I know for me personally, I more so had to kind of not get pretty, kind of just be a, you know, quote unquote a child, and not be someone who embraces their beauty, which I know for sure that now I wish I now know that that's not the right way to go about things, especially whenever I have kids. Like, I want to teach my daughter how to be feminine, how to be a young lady, how to be a girl whenever she is younger, so that when she gets older, she's actually able to embrace that femininity and actually know how to go about it. And I honestly feel like in our generation, especially my age and a little bit older, I'm 26 by the way, I just feel like a lot of us are raised in that generation where parents were not really allowing their kids, especially their girls, to be young ladies. We had to kind of have more of a masculine side to us. And that's something that I really do just want to debunk and unteach. So doing videos like this, I feel like are really beneficial to a lot more people than just me. So when it comes to being feminine, the main problem is we have a hard time knowing what in the world to do. Like, how do we do that, right? I'm gonna be going in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. So one thing that I had to learn when I got older, of certain age, I kind of feel like once I got into college is when I really started to be more feminine, because y'all, in high school, baby, I was wearing skirts but acting as if I was wearing pants. Like, I was literally a tomboy. Even in elementary school, I was playing football before we got on the bus with all the guys. I was playing basketball, which I'm saying there's nothing wrong with, you know, being a tomboy or expressing yourself in certain ways, but I'm just saying, where's the balance? You know what I'm saying? So when I got into college, it's kind of whenever I had my own free realm of like how I decided to dress, how I wanted to act. And it was still a struggle for me. But one thing that I really feel like helped me a lot was looking at the kind of person I wanted to be through other people. Like, I would see certain women, mainly online, be more cute. They would wear skirts. They would, just like the way they would have poise and class about themselves. Once I knew that I wanted to be that and become her, I started to take action. So now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, which I actually did recently wash, y'all. I washed all my brushes and they were so dirty, but I've been using this one a little bit more as of lately, but as y'all can see, she is more clean than dirty. I'm gonna spray a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury spray on my face just to help me with blending. So the number one thing that I started to change, first off, was my appearance. As soon as someone sees you, the first thing that they notice is how you dress, the way that you look, you know, how did your hair done. So I used to take a lot more time into my hair as well, which is also why I probably started my actual YouTube journey, now that I'm thinking about it, because I started that in college. So that's when I started to take control of my hair, which is when I decided to go natural and really start to embrace me. And I feel like that's also something that really helps us on our feminine journey, because if you're not embracing yourself, how can you actually become the woman that you want to be if you're not gonna even embrace who you truly are? So you're always going to be chasing after something else or becoming a facade in some case, because you're not really embracing who you are as a woman. So I feel like by me actually embracing myself, like with my natural hair, it really moved me to take femininity to another level, because for one, by me having a short hairstyle, which is very like curly and everything, it was not really looked at as like feminine. It kind of looked more on like the boyish side. But by me embracing that as well as starting to become more feminine, I feel like it really enforced that in me. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this work. Even though you may look like a little boy or whatever, we're going to actually make that work for you as well. So I really had to restructure really my entire mindset and make a decision that I wanted to become feminine. And also learn that by me having my natural hair, I was still beautiful. I did not have to always have a wig, have a weave, have some type of extensions in my head in order to feel pretty, even because that is what I was taught a lot as well. Or I didn't even have to have a relaxer. I was pretty with my natural hair. So it was more of like a confidence boost, an inner confidence boost that I had to have and develop with myself in order to really get to a point of comfortability, if that's even a word. Because I always tell this story how, like, whenever I decided to go natural and actually embrace that confidence level of myself, it was not a common thing in like 2015, around that area. It was not common for us to embrace our natural hair. So I was really told that it won't work for me. I'm not gonna be pretty if I do that. That's a bad idea. So I had to just ignore all of that. And that's another big thing, is ignoring other people's opinions. When you're on a certain journey for yourself, you have to ignore all of the outside noise. That's exactly what it's going to be, noise. And if you don't ignore that, it's going to continuously bother you and you're not going to achieve the goal that you want to achieve ultimately. I'm going to go with my Makeup by Mario stick in the shade Deep. And I just applied this in my contour areas and on my nose, of course. And I apply just a little bit right here. So after that happened, another thing that, y'all, is so crazy that I'm saying this, but something that really helped me become more feminine was taking care of myself. And that meant going to get my nails done. Why was it that if I wanted to get my nails done, I'm doing too much? Or you don't need that? Why don't I need that? Why is that something that I can't have? Why is that a problem? So me going to the nail salon was also a way of me feeling more feminine because I look pretty. My eyebrows are waxed, my nails are done, my toes are done. Okay, I'm getting gel on my toes now. I'm getting regular white polish on my toes now. I'm feeling more free. I'm feeling more fresh. I'm feeling more confident because of how I look. And you can't really become feminine if you don't love yourself. Because femininity is all about embracing who you are. If you don't love yourself or accept yourself, then how can you even do that? For me, it was, if I don't like how I look, how can I embrace me? So I really had to reshape my mind in those areas. Hopefully I'm making sense right now, y'all, because I can completely understand how it may not make sense to you, but hopefully I am actually like coming across and you guys are understanding like exactly what I'm saying, and hopefully even relating to what I'm saying right now. And another thing that helped me a lot, y'all, oh my gosh, how can I forget this, that helped me so much in my feminine journey, was working out. Going to the gym, pouring time into how I look, to my physique, to my body. Another thing is, if someone's telling you that they're not comfortable with something about their body, you need to respect that. It's not your position to tell them that their feelings are inadequate, they shouldn't feel that way, they should be happy with what they have. No, if someone's telling you that they aren't comfortable with this, no matter if it's something that you may want for yourself, you need to respect that, okay? And for me, it was my weight. I was so not comfortable, y'all, with my weight, and my weight fluctuates a lot based on my mental state. So, well, for one, my mental state, and for two, I'm just a skinny person in general. I was never comfortable with that. So even in college, that was something that really affected me because I just knew I didn't like how I look. So I know other people wouldn't like how I look. That's just how our brain works, okay? I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. It's just how our brain works. Once I actually got in college and also moved to Austin, my feminine journey spiked, y'all, okay? Because I realized that I now have the freedom to become who I want to be, and wow, it spiked. And the gym really, really did help that, y'all, because I was able to gain weight. I was also able to shape my body how I wanted it, and that also helped increase my femininity. All right, so I'm going to set these smile lines of mine. Actually, let me apply another layer of concealer there first, and then I'm going to set it because my smile lines, y'all, are so disrespectful. It's ridiculous. And I'm gonna just let that sit, and I'll probably be talking like this as well. All right, so that's just an overview of like touching on femininity. Let's get into some of you guys' actual questions about it. So one of you said how to protect your gentleness and keep your femininity at bay. So basically, once you've actually achieved that level of femininity, how do you protect your peace, your gentleness, your softness, and also not allow your femininity to decrease, basically? So I'm going to be going in with my One Size setting powders. This right here is in the shade Dark Deep, and then I also have the one that's in the shade Translucent, and I like to mix these together thanks to Jackie Aina. And it's like a nice banana shade for my skin tone. And these setting powders, y'all, I am really, really, really liking these. So I get a little bit of the Translucent and a little bit of Dark Deep, and then I'm going to set my under eye. Oh, it's such a pretty set. Then I'm gonna go in a little bit more with the yellow, the translucent, and set under my under eyes a little bit more so it could be a little bit lighter. So how to protect your femininity, y'all, and your gentleness. Oh my gosh, I've had to deal with this a lot myself. And one thing that I can say is you have to cultivate inner peace, and that inner peace has to not be dependent upon any outside sources. That inner peace has to literally be between you and yourself, okay? Me, myself, and I. So no matter what happens on the outside, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a family thing, it cannot set off that peace. You have to become happy and content with just you. Also, something that's really helped me with that was going on more solo adventures with just me. So like solo dates, out eating, solo picnics. So that way your happiness is not dependent upon something or someone else. It's solely based on you. And it's not mean that you do that whenever your relationship is failing, or you know, it doesn't mean that you're having a problem somewhere in your life. You need to start cultivating that so that when you do start to have these said problems, you're prepared for that and they don't destroy you. They don't just take away everything that you worked so hard for, because I feel like sometimes we do set so much of ourselves and allow so much of us to be controlled by other people, and that literally crushes us so much whenever the thing that was controlling us goes away, they leave, or it's a conflict. Now your happiness was dependent upon something else, so now you are just broken into pieces. And when I tell you, having and cultivating that inner peace and really being satisfied with you, y'all, that is the way to protect your gentleness, your softness, to be at bay, okay? I'm telling you, that's the way that at least has helped the most for me. Now I'm gonna start blending in this Smile Line product concealer area.
Y'all, look, my hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move.
Ooh, I think I let it sit for way too long. Oh my God. No! Y'all, it's literally like stuck, girl. Maybe I can spray some setting powder right there. Some setting spray. All right, now I'm gonna set my smile lines with the dark deep setting powder. All right, so here's another topic. My other friend told me that our friend was going to drop me due to nothing in common, 2 years. Is it crazy that I feel some type of way? Like, why didn't you drop me? And we talk, and they've been low-key accessing my life, but for what though? I feel like they're comparing. I kind of feel like she's saying that one of her friends said that she was going to drop her, but that friend didn't tell her personally, and she doesn't understand like why she felt that way. Let me just tell you something. When it comes to friendships, and that's also another topic that one of you guys wanted to talk about, was adult friendships. When it comes to friendships, if a friend does not want to be by you, a friend of you, baby, please let them go. Please let them go. Me personally, I don't care how, if they haven't told you face to face yet and you don't want to believe it. If someone does not want to be your friend, I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder in deep. If someone does not want to be your friend, you cannot make them. If someone does not want to be in a relationship with you, you cannot make them. If someone does not want to be, girl, anything with you, you cannot make someone do something that they do not want to do, okay? Even though your friend was the one who came and told you that, the other friend, I would be the one to take initiative and excuse myself from out of the other friend's life who was about to drop you, because I'm gonna do you a favor. It's better for you to not have to deal with that early on instead of having to anticipate when it's going to happen and try to, like, you know, force someone to do something that they do not want to do. Now, hopefully in this situation, it's not really you who was the problem and why she wanted to drop you. If that was the case, then I would have a different word of advice. But it seems like this is more of a, we didn't have anything in common and she wants to drop me. Which also kind of sounds a little childish, to be honest, because when you become an adult, girl, if I'm with someone who don't have nothing in common with me and we're friends, based on that person's vibe, we either gonna get together really, really well, or we're just not going to vibe at all. And that's going to be something that's going to be distinguished or picked out early on. So it's not going to be like, oh, we're best friends and now I'm dropping you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my word of advice on that topic. I'm using this setting powder in all the areas that I applied the contour. I also have to still line my brows. I forgot to do that talking to y'all. Shoot. So I'm gonna just go in and line my brows with my MAC concealer, shade NW45. Y'all already know the dealio. Ooh, 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 girl. One thing about me, I'm gonna drop it. All right, so I fixed my brows. Now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and this is Charlotte Tilbury. Y'all know the deal. The shade 4. So a lot of y'all are apparently in some situationships and we need to talk about it, okay? I'm gonna go on my Rare Beauty blush in the shade Believe. And what I'm talking about is this topic right here. It says, I've been in a relationship for 8 years. 8 years. We have talked about marriage, but how much longer? Let me apply my blush, girl. So everyone is different, okay? We all know everyone is different when it comes to relationships. But one thing that I don't feel like you should settle for, I would say, is someone who's playing with you, okay? And honestly, depending on your age, if you are someone who is of age, okay, and you feel like you are ready for marriage, you're ready for a serious relationship, you're ready for marriage, yeah, marriage, not even a relationship, because y'all been dating for 8 years, so it's already been a serious relationship. So if you're someone who's ready for marriage and the person that you're with is not on that wavelength and it's been an extended period of time, like 8 years, what would Chris do? I would leave. If I were in that situation, I would not be waiting 8 years for a ring, because a man knows what they want within a couple of months, okay? A man knows they really want to be with you. So, yeah, you may have to date for a few years. The most I would ever date a man, I would say, is 2 to 3 years. And then I would be looking for a ring. I know everyone has a different opinion and understanding of that topic. It just seems like, it sounds like for me, you don't want to be in that situation, because you're saying how much longer, and honestly, y'all, there's a lot of you. One of y'all said if you were in a relationship for 10 years with no ring. Y'all, do you realize that if you're in a relationship with someone and it's not marriage and you're with that person, say for 10 years, 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, you have absolutely no control over that person's health, life. You're not getting any benefits from that person. If you go to the hospital, you are literally a stranger to those people who work in the hospital. If you're not married to that person, or you're not a family member of that person, you're literally no one to the hospital, okay? So you matter nothing, basically. So and that's just like the harsh reality of it. So even though you may feel like, you know, oh, I have this person, if you want that actual commitment, then you have to find someone who's going to give that to you. If we're dating and we both know that we want marriage, and we both have talked about another thing, oh my gosh, why did I not talk about this? The biggest thing, what am I doing? You have to be with somebody that has said that they have the same long-term goals as you. When you are first dating someone, you need to ask them, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? The next 2 years, next 5 years? Do you want marriage? Do you want marriage? Because a lot of y'all be out here with people who just be wanting a girlfriend, who be wanting someone to spend time with. Especially if they already have experience in this dating world, okay? I'm going to with my eyeliner. I'm gonna just do a little bit of liner. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything. Just a little bit of liner, because I feel like, and I know, okay, I know that a lot of women, and this is where we go wrong, we like to make a man do something that we want him to do instead of listening to what he's telling and showing us that he's going to do, okay? And that goes into, you can't change a man. You can't fix a man who does not want to be fixed and who does not want to be changed. A man knows very, very well, okay, what his intentions are with you. And if he's not being clear about that, and if his actions aren't showing that he has the same intentions as you have expectations, then you need to leave expeditiously. I just put on the Milk Kush mascara. I'm gonna put it on my everyday lash, which is the Sephora Flirty Lash. They look like this because I literally have used these about 10 times already, y'all, and they are still good as new. These lashes are durable, baby, okay? But what K. Michelle said, you can't raise a man. He already know what he gon' do. Ha! I think that's what she said, right? And lastly, my last take on that I will say is there are some men out here who just aren't on the same time frame as you, but you actually see that they're actively working towards the thing that they have to get together in order to make you, to make it official. Like for instance, a lot of men, they want to be in a certain financial place before they take on the role of a whole family and marriage, because they have to now become the provider. And it kind of does scare them because they don't have that set up for themselves. So they don't want to just add you to their image, to their picture, to their responsibilities, and they not be able to fulfill that position. So they want to make themselves be in the best place financially, or where they see themselves being financially before they make that commitment. And I get that, but one thing that I will say is, what is his actions doing in that time frame? Is he actively working towards making that a thing, or is he just telling you something to drag you along? You have to really look at those actions, sis, okay? Pay attention to that, because that's the tell-all. All right, now I'm gonna go in with these flirty lashes. And now I'm just gonna do bottom lashes. And I most definitely lied. This is not an everyday look for me. This is more of a clean girl, basic glam, but I will not do this every day, baby, okay? And then the last step that I have to do is my setting spray, which is the Charlotte Tilbury one I'm gonna be using today. I'm gonna let my bottom lashes dry a little bit before spraying this, because it will bleed through and look really, really bad. But in the meantime, we can work on lips. So I'm gonna go in with my Sephora liner, lip liner in the shade Molasses. Do y'all just see how flawless my makeup looks already, and I haven't even put a setting spray on top? That's because of them setting powders, y'all. Like the one size setting powders are bomb. Now I'm gonna go in with my Buxom lip gloss in shade Dolly, and this will be all I do for my lips. This is also like a lip plumper, and I love that. Like, it just makes the lips look so luscious. So here is the final look. I added some jewelry and everything, and I am just obsessed with this makeup routine. I feel like it's very, very basic, but just makes like a really nice statement, and it's also super simple. So I hope you guys really did enjoy today's chit chat, get ready with me, and also the topics. I feel like the topics that we discussed today just have so much meaning to them, and will really be able to speak volumes to a lot of young ladies, even older ladies. So let me know in the comments if you guys did actually enjoy my insights on these topics, and then also let me know what your insights are on these topics as well, because the more the merrier. And always remember that life is literally a learning curve for every single human being on this earth. You do not have to have it all figured out right now, and it will come to you when the time is right. The only thing that matters is that you keep on trying to improve yourself. And listen, the woman that you want to become, or the man that you want to become, will happen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new to your girl's channel, make sure to go ahead and make it official and subscribe. We'd love to have you over here. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video / vloggy vlog. Peace.